Hey guys, thanks for clicking on my video. So today I'm going to be making General Tso's chicken. This recipe is actually my mom's and it's really simple and easy to do, and it's a really crispy and delicious chicken. So if you want to learn how to make at-home Chinese General Tso's chicken, then keep watching. Okay, so we are now in my kitchen. I'm going to be showing you the ingredients that we need to make the General Tso's chicken. So basically for the sauce, we are going to be using some soy sauce. We're going to be using honey. I might need a little more honey. The recipe calls for a half cup, so I'm probably gonna need more than this. Some rice vinegar and some chili garlic paste. I'm actually missing grated ginger, so if you want to add ginger in there, you can. I'm just gonna add a little more honey to sweeten it up. And then for the batter, you will need flour, vodka, water, and cornstarch. So this is the secret to what makes this chicken so amazing. This batter is the crispiest batter I have ever had, and it is so delicious. So equal parts flour, cornstarch, vodka, and then water. And then I'm going to be using just these all natural chicken tenders that I got from Trader Joe's. These are really easy to work with, and they are just really nice to chop up, and they cook really easily. So here's my mom's handwritten recipe that I'm going off of. This is my only second time creating this recipe on my own. The first time I put way too much garlic in, so this time I'm actually just gonna use the chili garlic sauce instead of adding more garlic, because last time we did and it was way too garlicky. And I actually don't have ginger, like I said, so I'm not going to be able to add ginger into the recipe, but I think that's okay. I think that I'll be able to sweeten it up, give it some flavor with some honey. I might add some red pepper flakes. So let's get started. So the first step that's really important to this recipe is you have to dry the chicken off. If your chicken's not completely dry before you put it in the batter, it's not going to stick to it. This is a lesson learned from my sister. So thank you, Elizabeth, for making that mistake, because I'm definitely going to pat this chicken dry so that my batter sticks to it. Okay, after I washed my hands about 7 times, we're gonna be making the batter to put the chicken into. So for this, you need the water, the vodka, the cornstarch, and the flour. So now I'm going to heat up the canola oil in the skillet and add the chicken to the batter. I'm using a cast iron skillet. This is the pan I'm going to be making the sauce in when the time comes, and then the rice. So we're going to let this skillet heat up, and then I'm going to add about 1 inch of oil into the bottom of the pan. You do need a lot of oil to make sure that the batter crisps up and that the chicken cooks all the way through evenly. So put 1 inch. This is another lesson that I learned from my sister. She tried to make the chicken with a little bit less oil and it just didn't cook properly. You need the oil to cook the chicken all the way through. So use 1 inch. Right now I'm going to season the chicken with salt and pepper before I dump it into the batter. I'm literally just gonna take the chicken and transfer it into the bowl that I made the batter in so that it can sit for a little while and coat before I start to cook it. Alright, so once the chicken is inside the batter, you just want to stir it around just so that it coats evenly. So right now I have this on medium-high, which is exactly where we want it. We're going to add the canola oil. Okay, so while my canola oil is heating, I'm going to go ahead and start the rice because rice takes a really long time. So we're just gonna cook this according to the instructions on the container. Okay, so here's the plate with the paper towels that I'm going to transfer to just to soak up the excess oil. But right now I'm going to drop the chicken into the heated oil. I'm going to make sure not to overcrowd the chicken so that it has its space to fry up and the batter can become crispy. Okay, that's as much as I'm going to put in for this first round. I'm gonna let those cook for a little bit and I'm going to see how the oil temperature is after these cook. And obviously you can tell this makes a big mess, but that's okay. All great recipes make a mess. I'm not gonna make the sauce quite yet because it takes a really short time to make. So I'm just gonna hang out and cook the chicken and watch the rice. Also, I'm going to be making this broccoli from Trader Joe's. This doesn't take very long at all to cook either. I'm just probably gonna put it in the microwave in a little steam pot. So this chicken is gonna cook on one side until it gets golden brown. Then I'm gonna flip it over a little bit. Okay, so I've took the first couple out of the frying pan and I'm going to cut into it to make sure the chicken is cooked all the way through, but this is the color that you want for the batter. It's really crispy, it's really light and airy. So I'm gonna let the oil drain off of these and I'm going to throw some more into the oil and then just season these a little bit more with some salt and then I'm gonna cook the rest of the chicken. Okay, so while the last batch of chicken is cooking, I'm gonna go ahead and start on the sauce. And there's really no timing for the sauce. It's kind of just like add all the ingredients and cook it until it's like kind of a thick consistency. We're gonna let this thicken. I'm just gonna bring it to a simmer and then I'm gonna continuously stir it while the last of our chicken is frying up here. And here we have our finished pile of fried chicken. The batter is so light and crispy. It really reminds me of a tempura batter. Okay, so we got all of our chicken done. Our sauce is done. It's nice and thick. It's still simmering a little, but it's a perfect consistency. So I'm gonna go ahead and off camera add this chicken to the sauce because I don't want it to end up on the floor. And then I will show you what it looks like when it's done. Okay, and then here is our final product. So we have the General Tso's chicken, we have some broccoli, we have some rice. This is gonna be so good. I wish Dom was here to enjoy it, but he'll be home later. Thank you so much for watching my video, and I hope that you try out this recipe, and I hope that you love it. All right, how was it?
Really good.